Wagwan, my people, my people, my people. Morning, guys. Morning, everybody. Morning. Fire, follow me. Rock on, come in, guys. Rock on, come in. 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 4 by 4, 5 by 5, 6 by 6. Morning, my people. Morning, good morning, everybody. Pan the left wing, pan the right wing. Canada, England, America, Jamaica, you know what I mean? Africa, anywhere you're watching from, guys. Good morning. Guys, remember when you come on the live, remember to like up the live, share the live, tell a friend to tell a friend. You understand what I mean? Yeah, man. For all those who are in the snowstorm areas, boy, wanna keep safe, yeah? Keep safe, my friend. Keep safe. Yeah, man, big up on yourself, my people. Big up on yourself. Rock on, come in, people. Rock on, come in, people. Let me do this. Let us do this. You know what I mean? Let us do this, guys. Come on, people. Come on, let's go. Jamaica 87 on the rise. Morning, my people. Morning. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Rock on, come in, guys. Where are you watching from, guys? Where are you watching from? Tell me where you're watching from, guys. Please tell me where you're watching from. You know, big up on yourself, everybody. Big up on yourself. Welcome to Jamaica 87, guys. Welcome. Like and share and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Turn on that notification bell. That every time I upload a video, you will be the first one to be notified. If you want to notify about my live, about my videos that I post on my YouTube channel, guys, turn on the notification bell. It's very important for you to turn on your notification bell, yeah? Yeah, man. Big up on yourself, guys. Big up on yourself this morning. You know, the Gideon we did this morning on the battlefield. You know what I mean? Welcome back to Jamaica 87. Yesterday we do a live. Yeah, the first time in some weeks. Yeah. And we do a fair good job yesterday talking about the low birth rate in Jamaica. Yeah. Matter of fact, it's not only Jamaica, but the entire world is seeing a massive reduction in the birth rate. A matter of fact, the research have shown that 50% of the countries across the world is seeing a massive reduction in birth rate. Yeah. And the statistics go as far as to say that by 2100, 90 to 97% of every country, you know, in the world going to go under replacement level. You understand what I mean? So we are in a crisis in that sense. Baby need to ban. People, baby need to ban. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Baby need to ban, guys. So let's go, guys. Let's go. Sorry, guys. So we are here to talk about, we're going to talk about it for an hour or so. The Prime Minister salary. Yeah? It's a big deal. It's a big deal, guys. The Prime Minister decided that he's going to take his salary and it have erupt conversations on many angles. Yeah, many persons in the society talking about the Prime Minister salary that he refused to accept a few years ago. Yeah, but he have realized that the time has come for him to take his salary. And the hypocrisy of some people, that is what I can't um, succumb to. You know what I mean? Some people in this society, I don't know why. I don't know why. You know what I mean? But it seems like, black people know if you have nothing. Yeah? It seems like black people know if you have nothing. I'm gonna go this far this morning. Because it seems like black people know if you have nothing. You understand what I mean? And the one thing I have noticed in this world, the persons that don't have anything, those are the persons who always sacrifice to give others. Yeah? Yeah, man. Those who don't have anything, those are the persons who always sacrifice and always sharing, always giving. Those who have it, they refuse to give, even if they give. You know what I mean? It's just a one-off thing. But those who don't have it, right? The little bit that they have, they always share it. Always share it. And the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness decided not to take his salary increase. Yeah? This man have been receiving $9 million. $9 million from 2016. Right? Every politician in Jamaica accept the pay increase. Yeah? And they are very happy with the pay increase that they have received. Very happy. One of the time they asked Damian Crawford, would you take a pay cut, Damian Crawford, as a member of parliament? Damian Crawford said no. He'd rather take a haircut right now than a pay cut. I mean, I hear nobody come out well, people were talking about it, yeah? But that was just a 9-day wonder. That was just a 9-day wonder. You understand what I mean? Every politician, even though the PMP in the general election were talking about the pay increase, yeah? Talking about the pay increase that they themselves receive. Them people are hypocrite, man. These people have to be hypocrites. Because if you receive the same salary that your fellow colleagues receive, why you abash it? Why you abash it? A long time me I hear the PMP, right? Peters Gill in Parliament saying that the politicians' pay need to be raised. But me don't know what the problem with Jamaicans and politicians. When it comes down to us as Jamaicans and politicians, it's like we expect the politician to work for free. Like they don't have a family, right? And they don't have things to do too, like the normal man that work 8 to 5. Politicians have family too, and many of them have their career, and they leave their career to come into politics. They leave their career to come in politics. So why we want politicians to work for free? Especially if they are working. Yeah? So the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness decided that, listen to me, we're not going to take my salary increase. You understand what I mean? I'm going to stick to my $9 million. And when you really break down the $9 million that the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness receiving, when you really check it out, how much money that the man there receive a month time, when you break it down, a couple thousand US dollar. Couple thousand US dollar, the prime minister I receive a month time. When you really break down the $9 million when I receive a year time. $9 million. Mark Golding, from the pay increase coming, you hear Mark Golding a chat up his mouth. Chat up his mouth. Right? But yet still him take the pay increase. And he might receive $25 million per year. $25 million. And you a struggle of $9 million. How the man kids them gonna feed? How the man kids them gonna send guy university? If he must send them. How the man gonna kill Juliet Pandit? How man kill them? How man can he bring Juliet out Pandit? Me don't know. Me don't know how it gonna work. And people are come talk about the most honorable Dr. Andrew wicked and him not have no conscience. But you know not talk about Mark Golding taking his $25 million. And what happened to them people here? Black people no have nothing in their life. I saw no hate Andrew that not even pay no don't want to pay the man good. The Prime Minister have been underpaid for over 10 years. The man are underpaid. And the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness is the best Prime Minister Jamaica ever had in the history of Jamaica. Since Jamaica get independence, Andrew is the best Prime Minister we ever had in this country. And we refuse to pay him. We underpay the Prime Minister. And man, when I do nothing, I get $25 million. You don't tell me where I'm going and I don't forget $25 million. By going around the country, telling lies, spreading rumors, propaganda, disinformation, misinformation that they are manufactured over the years. And I really think the pay that the politician them get, it should be a performance pay. It should be a performance pay. Because certain people that are in the politics, seriously, they're not doing nothing. They're not doing nothing to deserve the amount of money they are getting. Nothing. But the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, that is working, developing Jamaica, making Jamaica safe, creating a Jamaica where we can raise family, do business, retire. Yeah? We have achieved a milestone under this Prime Minister. We have seen the work of this Prime Minister. There's nothing hiding. And yet still we are afraid to pay the man we are come talk about. He man receive, he man pay a move from $9 million to $28 million. How long the man a sacrifice for, for Jamaicans? Why the rest of politicians them never say, boy, listen to me. We get repair increase, but we now go take it like the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. We are going to hold off. Why the rest of them never come to agreement? But no, the whole of them take it. And happily take it to them, no business but nobody. But Andrew say, boy, listen to me. I'm not time to take it yet. I know the man decided if we take him pay, people are come chat off their mouth. So when we do? When we do? If Andrew was in the private sector, he would work way more than $9 million. Way more than $9 million, the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness would be earning if he was there in the public sector working. $9 million. When we look on a product that the politician them love to drive, $9 million can't buy a brand new product. Can't buy a brand new product. When you really break down, as I said earlier, the $9 million per year, want to check it out. How much money the Prime Minister I receive a month time? It's a shame and disgrace. It's a shame and disgrace. Me no hear nobody a beat Mark Golding and I tell Mark Golding, say, listen to me, give back the Jamaican them some of the money there. The man said, oh matter of fact, when the pay increase came in effect, Mark Golding said, he might go give some to charity. I know we can't see which charity Mark Golding give some of the money to. Because he does yap. He just yap. You understand me? And people are come bash down. And me don't know when people yet Andrew find out. But some people personally hate the most Honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. For what reason? I don't know. But it's a thing with black people. We don't want to see others succeed. We don't want to see our own brothers and sisters uplift themselves, become something. The things that is burning a lot of people in this society is that the most Honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, right, have come from a poor background. You understand what I mean? Know where poverty like. Uplift himself, borrow money, send himself to university. Decided that he's not going to leave him country. He's going to stay and he's going to serve Jamaica. He's an example for every ghetto youth. For sure, every ghetto youth. So listen to me. You can rise out of the slum. You don't have to take up the gun. You don't have to push the drugs. Use on education and lift on yourself out of poverty. Become something in life. Many persons who are talking about Andrew, them not like Andrew because of where Andrew come from. And him always talk about it. The man have changed many things in this country. Many things. The work that the most Honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness have done in this country, it have shown up the PMP criminal organization. For over 18 and a half years, the PMP in office, they have never done the type of work the most Honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness and his cabinet have been doing for Jamaica and the Jamaican people. And that is a fact. And we come quarrel about him and taking his $28 million. So what, if he work for nothing? If he work for nothing? It's not like him not having him qualification. It's not like him not having him qualification, you know. Him man have him qualification. The man can left government and go anywhere else go serve. And get way more than $28 million. Look how much persons in Jamaica right now, in the private sector, are worth way more than $28 million. Look how much people in the government is getting way more than $28 million. And we want the Prime Minister to stuck to $9 million. $9 million. A matter of fact, we should have compensated the Prime Minister for over the years that we have been underpaying the Prime Minister. We should give him retroactive because we underpay him. You understand what I mean? We underpay. When everybody getting increase, the Prime Minister pay have been steady at $9 million. The man raised minimum wage. Raise it And him stick to $9 million. Because the man a put the people them first. And me here people are going to compare Jamaica with other countries, right? And other big economies, right? We cannot compare Jamaica with big economies. We cannot. And every time we want to compare Jamaica with Canada, we want to compare Jamaica with America, we want to compare Jamaica with England. How can we compare Jamaica with these big type of countries who have a much larger economy than Jamaica? Who have resources pile up, pack up. Jamaica don't have no form of resources. But what? The man a try make the thing work. The man a try make the thing work, especially for the unfortunate in this country. And some people now stop to think about these things, you know. And you first come let the Jamaican people know that Jamaica can run without implement no new taxes. The most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lunes and his cabinet have presented 10 consecutive years. A decade of no new taxes. Why? Because the man knows a time like this is going to come. We are going to want to implement new taxes. The man is a visionary. The man can see things before it happen. You understand what I mean? 10 years out of no new taxes and 1 year. The man said, listen to me, I have no other option. No other option but to implement new taxes. And here, Ian Hayes, I come talk about the government wicked. Because the government attacks cigarette, them attacks sugary drinks. Listen to me, man. Ian Hayes, if you can't recall, remember that it was PMP in 1991 who start implementing GCT in this country. And from that day until you vote out at office, you know that kill Jamaicans with high taxes. Every time Omar Davis and others come, Peter Phillips and others come to present budget presentation, the Jamaican people confused, they're frustrated because they might ask, what going to tax next? What going to tax next? So they don't come with it. You can behave like an Andrew first. Attack cigarette, attack sugary drinks. The PMP would have killed cigarette with tax. They'd have killed the handcart man with tax. They'd have killed woman sanitary salt. Everything these people tax in this country. Everything. They are trying, they tax in this country. You understand what I mean? People step up alive. Give me some thumbs up, please. Give me some thumbs up. Blessings, guys. Welcome. So, if the man decided now that he's going to implement a look at taxes, we'll just work with him, man. We'll just work with him, man. Like, we want every God Almighty thing free in this country. We want everything free. We want Andrew do that. We want the Prime Minister, Andrew Michael Lunes, to do what we cannot afford. We want the man to do that. Do the things that we can't afford as a country. The truth and the fact is, Jamaica don't have any form of natural resources to depend on. We don't have a form of natural resources. So some of the things that we want Andrew to do, it is possible until we have some natural resources. Then we can sing a different song. See them out in the sea. They're drilling to see if they find the oil. Just pray and hope to God that we can find out the oil that we can depend on, that we can make the life of the Jamaican people more easier. You understand me? We have to think different, man. We have to think different. We cannot stuck in the old ways, and I think as if Jamaica rich with oil, rich with gold, and the government has squandered it. Nothing like that. And the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lunes come show, we say, citizens can get back money, cash grant. It's the first government in the history of Jamaica that we say give back to the citizens of Jamaica. Give them cash grants. This is the only government in the history of Jamaica we say really take care of poor people. Some people in this country, especially some elders, the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lunes realized that these elders in the society, they never work a day in their life, and they have life really hard. They're not getting any form of income. No form of income they are getting. And you know what the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lunes create for these people? The most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lunes create a pension scheme. The most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lunes create a pension scheme for these people, that every month they can receive a salary from the government. Not a salary, but a little stipend from the government. No government in the history of Jamaica would have think of these things in the past. None of them in the past think of these things. But because of the goodness of the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lunes and the vision that he had for the Jamaican people, the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lunes have created the social housing program. And he said to the 63 members of parliament, "Only look for 5 people in your constituencies that are poor and in need and they don't live anywhere. Only look for those people and refer them to the social housing program. 5 of them per year. And the government of Jamaica will build them a house." You understand what I mean? Not board house, not food for the poor house, but a nice 2-3 bedroom with bathroom, kitchen, and living room. And the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lunes and his government build these people concrete houses to live in. Change their life. Change their life. And the Prime Minister did not partial when it comes on to these social housing programs. This program is for every Jamaicans, not for PMP, not for JLP, or no P at all. It's for Jamaicans. And let me tell you something. When the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lunes go to these places to give out these houses, and when you see where some people used to live, you have to wonder if a full pen or a hag pen these people live in. There is no other government in the history of Jamaica that have done these things for the citizens of Jamaica. All we hear the people talking about is we care for the poor, we love the poor, we love the poor, we care for the poor. But only government and only Prime Minister we have seen who love and cherish and look out for the poor people is the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lunes. You understand what I mean? Only persons, only person, only government We see look out for the poor people of Jamaica. He's the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. And I believe that one of the things thank you. One of the things that people against Andrew for that I really think, yeah, is me think said me feel say them a racial profile Andrew. Yeah? Because a black ghetto youth must not come up and strive and have things. You understand what I mean? Let me tell you something. For years and decades, right, the wealth of Jamaica, right, was in a few hands. In a few hands. I call it the old money. The old money in Jamaica was in a few hands. And check these names. And check the background. We talk about Matalans. We talk about the Chins. We talk about the Azans. And we talk about the Stuarts and all of these people. The money was in those people's hands. The old money. Yeah? And it would circulate and circulate and circulate. You understand what I mean? But since Andrew come in place as a ghetto youth, you understand what I mean? The new money start to circulate around the country. Yeah? The money start to circulate around the country. All you know said the money start to circulate around the country. Because you find right now that the youths in the country, right, is buying their dream cars. Yeah? They're building their dream houses. Yeah? They are investing in properties. Yeah? Money is circulating. And those old money, you understand? And those who control the old money now is complaining. They are complaining that the money is circulating wider. Yeah? And they're not seeing what they are used to be seeing. Yeah? Andrew Michael Holness is about the people of Jamaica. So when the man decided that, listen to me, I go take me pay. On the left the man make him take him pay. On the left the man make him take him pay. Because the man has sacrificed for all of us for years. The man has sacrificed himself. The man go through disgrace. The man go through a lot of disgrace. Man Golden go every God Almighty way go call the man name. Without no evidence, nothing whatsoever at all. Him all over the place. I accuse the man. But I one thing me know. You see greatness? Nobody can stop greatness. Nobody can stop greatness. And the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness have built for this. Yes, I mean, the man have built for this. The man just come and the man just transform the place. Transform the entire place. When we see how the man manage the economy, people from all over the world is talking about Jamaica and how Jamaica manage the economy. When we look and see some policies that the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness have put in place, and when we look, we see other Caribbean countries using the same policies that the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness have put in place. We see Mayor Motley copying a lot of the Jamaica government policies. We see Trinidad and Tobago copying a lot of Jamaican policies and implemented it in Trinidad and Tobago. The man do a damn good job. His cabinet is do a damn good job. And he deserve the pay. If he never deserve it, if Andrew never deserve him money, I would never come on this social media platform talking about he must get paid. No, I would never do it. Because by your sweat you shall eat bread. And me now go take off for nobody. Me now go defend nobody when I do nothing to get money. Me now do that. And I will never do that. Yes, I mean, but the hypocrisy of some of us Jamaicans that I can't take is when Mark Golding gonna get $25 million, Andrew gonna get $9 million, and none of us now say Mark Golding no get 25 million. Many of us, we now say Mark Golding no get 25 million, but Andrew get 9 million. Why? Because Mark Golding white and Andrew black? Me not understand how that boy long to. If me wrong, prove me wrong. But how that boy long to. Because many of us Jamaicans, we frighten over color. Many of us Jamaicans, we frighten over color. We frighten over color. You understand what I mean? It's not shouting. It's passion in the voice. You want to hear me shout? You know why you hear me shout? You know why you hear me shout? And so apparently is that a Jamaican, yeah? That's why you answer we are shout. But that's how we talk passionately about our politics. Yeah? About anything, a matter of fact, that we are passionate about. That's how we talk. Yeah? Is that shouting? Is that yelling? You understand what I mean? But we must stop being a hypocrite. You understand what I mean? We must stop being a hypocrite. You understand what I mean? We must stop being a hypocrite because the man deserve him salary. He deserve it. Let me tell it. Boy, so me can't understand. Me try to understand, and me can't understand why people would okay with Mark Golding as the opposition getting $25 million and the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lunes as the Prime Minister receiving $9 million. I don't know how some people see that as okay. Me don't know. Me I try to look through it. And me can't see it how some people is okay with it. I know me not hear nobody criticize Mark Golding, you know. I say Mark Golding don't forget $25 million. You know? Me not hear nobody across the rest of MPs them. Me not hear nobody across the rest of MP them. Say they don't forget the pay that they are getting. Andrew alone, everybody depend, my friend. Viewers and subscribers, Andrew alone, the people them depend every day. I bring down the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. But as I said earlier, you see, if God is for you, who can be against you? You understand what I mean? When the wicked rise up against you, they stumble and fall at your right hand. You understand what I mean? Andrew is here for a purpose. Andrew is here for a purpose. You understand what I mean? And the purpose is fulfilling. I'm telling you, the purpose is fulfilling. You understand what I mean? Yeah, man. But guys, let me talk about another little thing before we end the live. Mexico, right now, from yesterday, Mexico is under siege. Why? Because the army have killed a brutal drugs cartel named El Mancho. You understand what I mean? And guys, me don't know if you have followed the news, but Mexico right now is under siege. I'm telling you. The last time I heard that about 10 of their National Guards have been shot and injured. They are burning down banks. They are burning down gas stations. They invade hospitals. You know, one of the time they try to shut down one of the international airports. Guys, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible, me I tell you. It's terrible in Mexico there. But let me tell you something. Sometimes you have to give and take, you know. Sometimes you have to give and take. You understand what I mean? Many of us is not a fan of Donald Trump. But when Donald Trump, they tell the Mexican president, say, listen to me. The cartel them are ruling over there. Who don't give us the permission to come and deal with the cartel them over there. Them say no. Them don't want Trump to come over there. You understand what I mean? Go take care of the cartel them over there. And so, see that now? See that now? The country is in chaos. Chaos is like they can't manage. And hey, to how bad it is over there, right? The drugs cartel them look, they dress and look same way like the National Guards and the police. So you not even know who you're up against. You not even know who you're up against. Because these people have invested massively in their uniform. Yes, and security uniform. The man them have bulletproof vest. The man them have bulletproof helmet. The man them have bulletproof truck. The man them have everything. Me don't know how Mexico go manage them over there. Me don't know how Mexico go manage them over there. Me I tell you, a lot of people, a lot of citizens, is running to the border. You understand? To escape the wrath of the drugs cartel. The man them put out statement, say them are going to go to every private house and them are going to start analyze people. Boy, it rough. It rough. And my fear is, for it to spill over into the Caribbean. Yes, I mean? That is my fear right now. But if you don't have any family in Mexico, I want to make sure you don't call them and find out if them are right. And if they can find their way home, I want to encourage them to find themselves. I want to encourage them to see if they can find themselves back home until this thing settled. But me not think it a settle for now. Me not think it a settle for now. Believe you me, Anthony. Me not think it a settle for now. It rough, and the Mexican president. Me don't know if she gonna resign. Me don't know if she gonna resign. But me I tell you, if she can't manage, might as well she just resign and give some people that will fight these drugs cartel. Because it's rough over there. It's rough. Many people out of a job this morning. Many people out of a job this morning. You understand? People were going by their merry way. You understand what I mean? Yesterday, when everything just erupt. You understand what I mean? Me know say they can't be the police of the world, Terrence. You understand what I mean? Me know say they can't be the police of the world. But at least, you understand what I mean? If you run in a country, Terrence, right? And your country cannot manage the type of violence, and murder. You know what I mean? Drugs cartel. You just don't have the capacity to fight these people. And you have people that offer you help. You're not going to take the help to better your country if you mean your country well. You're not going to take the help. Even though America is not the world police. If we want my country to look better in the sight of the world, you understand what I mean? And if me love my country, I want to see my country better, and I want to see better for my people. You understand what I mean? Me have to take some help. Me can't manage on my own. So me have to put on the pride. You understand what I mean? And seek some help. Oh God, man. Mexico is a beautiful place. It's a beautiful country. It's a beautiful country. And let me tell you something. In spite of Mexico, in spite of Mexico have so much drug cartels, right? People from all over the world visit Mexico, So can you imagine if Mexico can cut wipe out this drug cartel out of the country? Wipe them out completely. Can you imagine what Mexico would look like? Especially when it comes down to tourism. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, guys? Terrence said them they Africa. Terrence said that Cuba don't do. Why? Cuba, Cuba. Let me tell you something. And we have to be frank, Anthony. We have to be frank. Cuba, Cuba is in a position right now where me think say a them put themselves in a it. A them put themselves in a it. Remember, the Caribbean is very small. The Caribbean is very, very much small. And we can't go on like we're too tough against some countries we have resources like America. We as a local country, we can stand up to America. We can stand up to America. So why Cuba thinks that them can't stand up to America? What? Let me tell you something. You see pride? You see pride? Pride can sink you, Pride can sink you. And Cuba don't have to be at the place where it's at today. Remember that my grandmother would have tell me, say, you see, if your hand in a lion mouth, you take time, draw it out. You understand what I mean, Anthony? Cuba could have come down off their high horse. Me not tell them if bow to America. But to make your country a better place and to make your people better in life, come down off your high horse. Come down off your high horse. Because nothing can change America from being a bully. Nothing can change America from being the world police. Nothing can change it. So if you're hand in a lion mouth, you take time, draw it out, and try to build yourself. That's all Cuba have to do, Build themselves. Take the time and build themselves. See, Venezuela did a go on, until where Venezuela reach right now. Tell me what going to stop America if America really want to take control of Cuba. Tell me what could stop it. They have no nuclear weapon over there. What them have can stop America if America want to come over there. Sometimes, me I tell you, sometimes we have some leaders, Sometimes we have some leaders. Them ego I get the better of them. Them ego I get the better of them. Cuba I live in the 90s. Just because of the leaders want to sit on their high horse and right now, the people at Cuba are suffering, really suffering. Really, really suffering. But Anthony, America now make China and Russia come in at them backyard. We used to see Russia pull up in Venezuela and pull up in Cuba. You understand what I mean? But them can't do it again. They can't do it again. Because America now make them do it again. Take advantage of them again. Them now make them do it. And this is why them have put so much focus on the Caribbean. Them a protect them backyard. But boy, I tell you, it's rough. It's rough all over the world. All over the world, it's rough. And guess what? Man ego always I go get the better of them. Because me no see where the war and crime for. Me no see where it for. Me no see where it for. You understand what I mean? Me no see where it for. And what me think America must do in the future, right, is to focus on building America, right? And making the lives of Americans better. Yes, I mean? Invest in your people. Because other countries out there like China, you know what I mean? They might take care of them people. They might take care of them people. They might build the economy. You understand what I mean? They might make we. Sorry, guys. Many times, right now, guys, China living at 2050. Right? When other country like America is are living at the 2026. When it comes down to technology, right? China far, far ahead, you know. You not hear me now, guys? Comment in the comment section, guys, if you not hear me. When it comes down to technology, guys, China far, far ahead. May I tell you? You not hear me, guys? Can hear you now. Okay. So what America need to do, right, is to invest in human capital. Invest in human capitals. Mr. China launched a fleet of cars the other day, further up in a December, January. And the technology that these cars have, me don't know when America cars are going to have these type of technology. In a real life. In a real life. It's crazy. And you see America, I use their money for fight war. You see China, I use their money for fight war, me say. China use their money to develop them country and develop them people. You understand what I mean? One of the things Canada have done the other day, you see, is to join hands with China to import, I think about 100 or 30, how much? Me know I tell a lie now. But Canada and China the other day have signed an agreement for China to send some hundreds of thousands of cars to Canada. You understand what I mean? And let me tell you something. Those type of cars that is coming to Canada, it going to destroy the American brand cars in Canada. You know what I see? Because not only these cars, right, have high technology, right? But these cars are luxury and they are way cheaper. They are way cheaper. They are way, way cheaper. And the luxury of these cars, the technology in these cars is insane. I tell you. This is the electric cars in China is something to talk about. Let me tell you that. Eh? And other technologies other technologies we advance in China. We talk about the flying cars. We're talking about the robots. We're talking about man. Listen to me. Listen. The other day, Mr. China test out one Prada like SUV, and they drive off the road and drive into the sea, right? And when they drive into the sea, the car automatically become a boat, and third sail. And then they sail back and go up on land, and then the car go back to normal. We don't know when America go have them type of technology there. We don't know, but China is living in 2050. May I tell you? They are living in 2050. We are just these countries like America and other places back of the line, back of the line. But me glad for the development them still. Me glad for the development where take place. You understand what I mean? And thing. So guys, yeah man, go on YouTube, Anthony. Go on YouTube and type in China floating cars. Yeah man, and you will see it a lot of them. I tell you, me see them have this car that look like a Corvette. I don't remember what it called. Yeah, but it's very cheap. And you can stand up. You can stand up at the side of the car, and the car does. If you jump, the car jump. You understand what I mean? And when you're driving the car, when the car is going over sleeping police, you understand what I mean? You can press a button in the car, and the car just jump over the sleeping police. Technology in China is abnormal. It's insane. It's insane, may I tell you. It's insane. Yeah, man, it's insane, man. It's insane. But guys, don't big up on yourself, you know. Me I go cut you now, but me I come on later. You understand what I mean? So don't bless up on yourself. Me just start back my life over some months, you know, and something. You understand what I mean? So don't big up on yourself. I mean, soon again, and have a great day and stay safe. You understand what I mean? Yeah, man, and have a great lunch and have a great morning. You understand what I mean? And bless up on yourself, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your comment. Remember to like up the live, share the live. You understand what I mean? Like up the channel, share the channel, guys. Tell a friend to tell a friend. That's an America gone or going back. Word. Boy, you attack. You man, I will subscribe. Thank you, Anthony. Bless up yourself, my friend. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like and share. And go up on my channel and see a lot of videos. You know, watch and enjoy. Okay? I will soon again later. Big up on yourself, guys. Bye.